All right, guys, Red Jacket Rob here. So, clients have just purchased this gorgeous 2026 Ram 3500 Crew Cab Limited. It's the top end trim, and man, is it gorgeous with that chrome accent on it. Man, is it beautiful. All right, just gonna do a delivery walkthrough and explain most of the features here. Look at these tires. Perfect, perfect, perfect fit for these trucks. Like, absolutely awesome. I have similar ones. They've gone with the CT. I have open country tires on my half ton Toyos, and yeah, like them, I'm a firm believer in it. They also got undercoat as well, so it's all sprayed back there. Like I always say, full, full. No questions asked. We don't make it part of negotiation. We fill up every vehicle for all of our clients when they purchase a vehicle. So let's go through all the features. Power sliding rear window. There's a camera in the box so you can see because it does have the fifth wheel and the gooseneck prep group. Those are just cups right now. We just take them out. Has the LED lights. Has tie downs. So one there, and same in the front, up there and there. This and that is so that you can have a two-tier box. So what you could do is take three 2x6s and place them in there once you've cut them to the right length. Then take a sheet of plywood, put it on top. Now you're not going to get any gravel inside those holes and have to clean them out later. Or you could get something underneath and put something on top. Check this out. This is one of the coolest things. Look at that tailgate. No more bang, no more nothing, right? And the cool part is if the tailgate comes down and you're driving along and you didn't notice it, inside the cab, in the cluster, it's going to tell you, hey, tailgate's open. There's your LED strip. There's the on switch. Right over there is for your fifth wheel and gooseneck plugins. But take a look at that. That is just awesome. That's a regular household plugin. I'm going to show you where the switch is for that. Camera. This here is all the special wiring you need for the trailer, which we have something for that as well. Class 5 hitch. There's your sensors. Really cool step. I'm going to show it to you guys. Now, it's hard to get down, and people say, why is it so hard? I can't get it down. Well, worst thing you'd want is that thing to come up, down while you're driving. So that's okay. But to get it up, nice and easy. Look at the flares too, right? So those flares are really going to help with keeping the vehicle clean because it does help protect where those tires are, right? So you're not going to get any extra spray or anything like that. That's cool. Open up the doors. The doors do open up to almost 90 degrees, so you got lots of room to get in and out of there. Plus, if you got car seats or anything like that, lots of room to get in. Power side steps. Now, if they do touch something, it'll stop and go back up and close, okay? But you can also turn them off, and I'll show you that in a moment. That's an armrest. Comes down. Cup holders there in the back. Lots of power outlets. There's another regular household plug-in as well. Heated seats. Check this out underneath. You got storage bins. Both sides. Here and over there. Fold this up. Put both legs out, by the way. Fold that out. Holds up to 600 pounds. So you're good to put your tools in there, jugs of water, whatever you need. Dog. Perfect for a dog. But on the other side, you have a sub and an amp. Over here, speakers up on the roof. Keep in mind, this is the Harman Kardon speaker system, surround sound system, so you have 17 speakers in here. Has the passive entry, so the way that works, I was going a little bit too quick there. The way that works is you just touch the door handle and watch the lights. See that flash? Automatically unlocks it. And when you're done, you just press that one and lock it up. Key as well. Dual power seats, power locks, power windows. This I really love. Click the button, mirrors fold in. Fantastic when you pull up to a ferry. I have also set this up that when we turn the truck off, it'll automatically fold in as well. Right here, power extends. They extend right out and then come right back in. That's cool. Then a light in the front. Click that on. There's a light that does come on. Click this one. There's another light that comes from the back. So this part here, when I click that, turns that on. And if I hit the other one, there's a light that comes underneath here. Oh, right there, and shines. And it's quite bright. Okay. So over here, power on the bottom, turn it off, and then you just got the power up top. Both are heated now. Power adjustable pedals. Now you remember in the box where I said, hey, look at the regular household plug-in? There's a switch inside. That's what that's for. And then obviously that there is to open up the hood, which we'll go through in a minute. Now I'm not going to start the truck, but I am just going to turn it on here. There we go. So this does have, as well as what is called easy exit for the seat. What that does is when I turn the truck off, the seat goes back. When I jump in and I press that button, the seat goes forward and to where I want it to be. Now, truck's not running. It's just sitting here, okay, in the on position. And that's your cluster. That's why the engine light's on, because the engine's not running right now. So that tells us how fast we're going. You can change it over to miles as well, so you don't have to look at the microscopic readings, which is awesome. Stored messages. Anything wrong with the vehicle? Vehicle doesn't start in the morning for some reason. It's going to tell you why. Another key's in the vehicle, low on fuel, door open, something, okay? Anything wrong with the truck, it's going to come up in here. Current music playing. Distance. Steering angle and the drivetrain. So you're in two-wheel, four-wheel, that kind of thing. It's going to tell you what's going on with the vehicle. It's going to tell you the angles you're sitting at. Map display. Here's your navigation. So you could technically have the big touchscreen doing something else. Fuel economy. Keep in mind right now, this is horrible fuel economy right now. This thing only has like 34 kilometers on it. See, right there. 34K on it. It's brand new. It's not gone anywhere. All it's done is sit here, idle. Okay, clean, undercoat, all that fun stuff. Tire pressure, vehicle info, right? Fuel filters, which I'll show you how easy it is to change now. Fuel economy right to the second as you're stepping on the accelerator. Okay. Oil life, that is huge. This right here tells you when your oil is due. So it's one of three ways now in these heavy duty trucks. First way, that light comes on and says change oil. When that light comes on and says change oil, you have approximately 800 kilometers to go until it's got to be done. It's within the 800 kilometers. Let me rephrase that. Within the 800 kilometers. Second is 6 months go by. Third, 24,000K. Whichever one of those three things happen first, that's when you do the oil change. And that's based off of the your books. Now, let me finish off one more thing. This cool piece. This is called your adaptive cruise control. So this right here, I'm a firm believer in it. I love it. Now, if the truck was running, this right here would all be in a green color, and there'd be bars in there. And it's basically 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. That's the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. Very, very important. Okay. I always tell people, make sure you set it for the farthest distance. As you get used to it, if you want to bring it closer to, that's up to you. But I tell you what, when you're not operating the pedals, it's a little nerve-wracking. But it'll maintain that distance between you and the vehicle in front. It's very important and very cool. Guys you're doing 86 kilometers an hour down the highway, and the speed limit's 80. I like to do between 84 and 86 in that scenario. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. But hey, and the guy in front of you wants to do 60, truck's going to slow down. You haven't done anything. Guy speeds back up, truck speeds up. Guy slows down again, truck slows down. And it'll maintain that distance that you've set right then and there. It's awesome. Okay, next, I think we're done in here. Yeah, we are. So we're all done in there. That's perfect. Let's go to this thing. First off, I have to apologize. I have no idea why it does that. Why the screens turn red a little bit. It has nothing to do with reflection. Everybody's does it. It doesn't make any sense. So I do apologize for that. First, this is a 14.4 touchscreen. At the very top, we have our heated seats. We can sync everything for the temperature that we've got in the vehicle. Oh, let me turn it back on. It's timing out. All that stuff, right? So that's pretty self-explanatory. There's your navigation. But what we're going to do is we're going to press this guy. This guy right here is going to tell us everything. So I'm just going to go right to the very top. So here we are, right at the very beginning. You can change the language, the display, brightness. You have to be in manual mode to do it. Otherwise, it's auto. The theme, you can set the background stuff to do stuff. Your units. This is the one part I really do like. You can change everything. So say you want the speed to be in kilometers. The distance you want to be in kilometers. The pressure, let's change it over to PSI. You may prefer Celsius or Fahrenheit. You can switch it over. Fuel economy, kilometers per liter, or would you rather liters per 100K? Or would you rather miles per gallon, US miles per gallon? There we go. When you touch the screen, it goes beep. You may not want that on. You can turn that off. Everything and anything you can think of, this screen is going to do it. Now, passenger screen permissions. It's got a passenger interactive display. So you can change the navigation. You can change the climate. You can do a lot of different things, the radio. But you see how it says HDMI? So you plug in here, you go over there, and you can watch a movie. But the driver can't see anything. Can't see a thing. Okay? Can't see nothing. So you're good to watch a movie. Well, passengers. Right over here, my profile. This is where you want to set it up and personalize it to you and what you want. Okay? This isn't something I can do for you. Because what I want to what you want are totally different. So this is something you want to do. And you want to go through each one of those icons and do it on your own. All right. Safety driving. Emergency braking. This allows you the 10% off with insurance. Active braking. Warning. Basically, somebody jumps out in front of you. A vehicle cuts in front of you, runs a red light, and you're not paying attention. Kids distract you. Whatever the case is, you're looking to the left because somebody else is being dumb over there. And meanwhile, someone on the right is going to cut you off. This truck will slam on its brakes. Absolutely awesome. You can set the distance and how far you want it to do it. We always just put medium. Active lane management, up to you what you want it to do. That's a personal preference, but you can turn it off. Clock, date, 24 hours if you prefer. My brother absolutely loves 24 hours, but I know a lot of military guys, has to be 24 hours. They can't even tell time when it's 12 hours. It's kind of funny, actually. Going in here, device manager. So when you get your cell phone, very, very easy to do. Grab your cell, search for Bluetooth devices. You want to add a device, search for Bluetooth devices. It's going to do this thing. Let me back it up a bit. When you're searching, you're going to look for this icon on the bottom of your cell phone, the bottom of your cell when you're searching. And then you click on it. On the screen here, it's going to say iPhone. That's you. Click on it. If it's an Android, it's going to name your phone. Click on it. And then from there, you put yes, yes, allow, and yes. And you're good to go. Okay? Then you're set up. And your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay will also set up at the same time. Wireless. Voice. Self-explanatory. You can even have it as mail. When it wakes up, it's going to say, hey, Ram, hey, Uconnect, or nothing. I think hey, Ram is pretty cool. All right, hopefully this truck isn't turning off. Oh, VR. That was the VR kicking in because I said that phrase. Navigation. Self-explanatory. Trailer. This is cool. First off, when you plug in with your trailer, current, you got to set this page up, okay? And tell it what it is, all right? Tire pressure. You can go through every single thing here. Check it all. Make sure it's perfect. Once you're in, tire check, or light check, sorry. Trailer light check. It's going to go through all your lights and make sure they're all perfect. Absolutely awesome. And then tell you if something's wrong. Turn signal activated blind spot view. Absolutely, you want this on. Or you can have it just with trailer. The cool part about the cameras, and this is new for 26, if you're pulling up to something and you're driving forward and the sensor goes off, the camera automatically comes on. So you can see it because you're kind of high. But now you can see what's going on directly in front of you, why that sensor came on. Mirrors, tilt mirrors in reverse. I personally don't like that, so I make sure it's turned off. I find it kind of irritating when the top mirror folds down when you have the bottom one as well. So that's why I turn it off. Auto folding mirrors is on, so when I turn everything off, the mirrors are going to close. Rain sensing auto wipers, absolutely. It starts to rain, wipers come off, absolutely need that. Headlights with wipers. If I turn on the wipers and after 3 wipes, it's automatically going to turn on the headlights. Okay, turns on your auto, so you can see thunderstorms. Look at today. Look at out there. Look how the weather is right now outside. It's kind of, gray and a little bit dark. Having the headlights on will help you. All right. Light check, going through everything, making sure everything is perfect. You're good. And then same thing with door locks. Walking up, walking away, how you want it to do it. First press, horn honking, things like that. I always turn them all on so that it's personal. You can hear what's going on. Remote start with all starts, or auto on comfort, all starts. What that means is I fire up the truck, whether I'm using the remote start or I'm jumping into the truck and starting it. My heated seat and heated steering wheel is automatically going to turn on and start warming my bum up and my hands. Very important in the wintertime, but only if the vehicle is cold. Below 4 degrees, it automatically does it. Or you can turn it off. Easy exit is exactly what I said before. I turn the truck off, the seat's going to slide back automatically. When I jump back in, I got lots of room. I go, hey, I can't even reach the pedals. As soon as I start it, the seat goes right back to where I had it before. Key off options, pretty much self-explanatory. Suspension, pretty much self-explanatory. Jack mode, why do you need a tire jack mode? Let me back that up and show you. So if you're changing a tire, you're telling the vehicle that you're changing a tire. That's basically what it means. Pretty much self-explanatory when it's notifications for messages, missed calls, navigation pop-ups. And they come in here too, by the way. Over here, Sirius, don't forget, you get it for 6 months. Block explicit content. And video button read back. So you can read everything back. It tells you everything. Download over software. Okay. Software downloads for Wi-Fi. So, very, very important. When you take the truck and you get home and you're at your house or work, wherever your vehicle constantly is at, click on this over Wi-Fi, find your Wi-Fi, then type in your password, and you go from there, kind of thing. Okay, it's awesome. Now, what's going to happen is if the truck needs an update, because Ram said, "Hey, here's an update for everybody," you don't have to visit this dealership. It'll do it right for you right then and there while you're working or sleeping. It'll do it for you. Okay, and then you'll get in the truck and you'll say, "Yeah, I did a software update. Did a software update." Okay, and you go, "Oh, cool," and you carry on. If that happens once in a blue moon, it may distort all your presets. It may have kicked you out of the Bluetooth and you may have to redo it. Not a problem. Call me. I'm here to help. System information, reset. And then you've got your climate control here. Sorry, guys. Climate control here. So heat, and same over here. This guy right here turns off your lane sensing control. Some people want it off. Rear heats up your rear window, but also your upper and lower mirrors as well. AC, recycle, radio, screen off. Boom. Now we can see it a little bit better. Hazard lights, electronic stability control, mode. So if where you want the airflow to come out of, fan, auto. I love auto. Set the temperature, hit auto, and the vehicle will now, or the vehicle will now take over the fan and the direction of where the airflow is coming out of. And it'll maintain that temperature that you've set it. Okay, which is awesome. Coming right down to the bottom, let's turn the radio back on so we can see. Right at the bottom, we got the brake controller right here. Self-explanatory. trailer height, alter the trailer height, because the rear trailer has auto airbags in the back. So if I put weight in the back, it's automatically going to lift it back up so that I have a better fuel economy and also better handle of the truck, that it's not squatted all the way down on the back, okay? Diesel exhaust brake, pretty much self-explanatory. You turn it on, first it's on auto, on full, and then you click it again and it goes to auto. And you click it a third time, it turns it off. It's there to help you maintain your speed going down a hill. And you're not going to wear out your brakes because you're not stepping on the brakes. You're letting that do its job, which will hold the vehicle back, basically choking it, and it holds it, slows it down. Now you're not wearing out your brakes. You're actually increasing the lifespan of your brakes, which means you're not going to show up at the service department as much. Front sensors, rear sensors. Keep in mind, if your sensors are off, the cameras may not work, okay? So if you're pulling up to something, you got the sensors off, it may not turn on the camera, okay? But if you are backing up and you are with a trailer, you don't want the sensor on as well for the rear. Why? Because all you're going to hear is beep, right? So you want to turn them off, right? Now, getting over to here. Lots of plugins right through here. USB, USB-C, HDMI, auxiliary, all that. Down here, take your cell phone and just pop it in. It'll automatically start charging, but your doors have to be closed. So all the doors have to be closed before it'll start charging. And it'll tell you with a little light right there if it's charging or not. Blue is charging, green is done. Now, here, unlock, lock, remote start, release the tailgate, horn. Pretty much self-explanatory. It's hard to see in the video, but there's another household plug-in. You have 3 on this truck. Lots of storage, lots of compartments, dividers. Look at that, eh? Absolutely awesome. Gorgeous truck. Lights, tailgate, SOS, assist, 911, roadside, sliding rear window, sunroof. This here works as part of your app as well that we're going to connect to your cell phone, your RAM app. You have to subscribe, otherwise you only get 3 months for free. But when you subscribe, you get that. And then you get navigation updates. You also get remote start access and a bunch of other stuff for service, recall notifications, ton of stuff. Now, let's go to this. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Little weird, because we're all used to this. We can see everybody. Let's say there's passengers in the back, the kids. I don't really want to look at you anymore. And now I can see. Ever have that experience where you've got something big in the back of the box and you just can't see what's behind you? Well, now you can. Now you're going to notice too that there's a couple buttons over here. That's there so that you can adjust the height, right, of it, or you can also dim it so you can make it a little bit darker or brighten it up. Okay? Does have the upgraded surround sound system, which is awesome. Gear select for the transmission works great with that button and that button. So if you're towing, click that, and then you can manually change the gears going down, okay? Over to here, Bluetooth, all your systems. I've got Jay here is about to get in here. I think he's going to kick me out for some reason. So we're just going to do a little video. No, he's good. So right here, memory seating. And then all your stuff there. Let's just pop the hood. Jay is our tech top guy right there. He's taking it because the client wants some mud flaps on it. So I think he's going to organize that for him. What a surprise that's going to be for him. So right there, that is your oil filter. It's no longer underneath the truck. It's nice and accessible. You undo the top, take out the filter, pop the new one in, and you're good to go. Airbox. Add oil. Check oil. Brake reservoir. I don't know if you can see it very well, but that right there, that is your oil filter, or your fuel filter, sorry. Fuel filters. No longer are they throughout the truck. They're right up there, nice and easy to get to, accessible. Washer fluid. Yeah, nice and easy. LED lights. Those are gorgeous bright lights, by the way. 6.7 diesel. Let's take a look at the back seat again here, guys. So one other thing, floor vents, okay? Heat vents, floor vents. You see that guy right there? That is if you run out of fuel or you get low on fuel and you're on the side of the highway, that's how you can pour it in. One of the things that a lot of people forget to know about is this right here. So imagine you're driving along the highway, you're on the Coke or wherever, and you get a flat tire. Most of the time, guys think it's in the back of the seat. And you got tons of stuff there. You got your family, car seats, tons of stuff in the trailer. What you do is this. One hand. There it is right there. Your jack is right there, and you're set. And I just put that away with one hand. Nice and easy to get to. Spare tire, directly underneath there. Show you where that is. Right there. So there's tools, and then the spare tire is just directly underneath. Class 5 hitch. All right, guys. I'm Red Jacket Rob. If you like this truck, if you've got any questions on this truck, ask away. I'm here to help. But it is ready for the clients. 250-895-1555. Talk soon.